Hey, Mike here. So it's been a while since my last video, but I've just been really cooking up some features for the plugin here. I have made it so that by default, anytime that you add either an OpenAI or Groq or local endpoint, it will be enabled by default because all of these were disabled by default. You would have to enable which ones you want specifically, right? As I just did right there. And only then would they show up in your default model list. If I just want quick responses, quick replies, I can make sure that Llama 370B is the model that I have chosen, right? So I can say, tell me about elephants, right? Whatever, right? You can see the response here is very quick. It's the Groq model, so of course it's super fast, right? For a specific question, I can switch to the GPT-4o model and say, tell me about the largest type of elephant and its history, right? So now, of course, this response is going to be a little bit slower. As you can see right now, it still hasn't started generating. There it goes right now, but it's not instantaneous. However, the quality of the response is much more nuanced and accurate from what I've found personally. And then if you have a larger context window, you can switch to Mixtral, which this allows for 32,000 tokens. You can see the tokens count here, and specifically for chats in this little corner here. And of course, if you add a context file, so let's say we add, let's see, the wiki, right? Gen wiki entry. So I can attach this specific template to it. So I can click it, and now it's attached. Now it's also added the size of this document, this context file, into our tokens. And so now I can say, based on my wiki template, make a cool wiki entry for me so I can make a note about elephants and give me a good title for my note as well. So now it's going to generate, based on this template, as well as what we've discussed so far, this very nice wiki template. And there you go. It seems like it's done. Or no, now it's done. So there you have it. It tries to attach a picture, but of course there's no picture, but you get the point. It has the name, African bush elephant, Luxandata africana, and then you have the overview description. And now if we copy this, so let's copy this, and then let's open up a new note. What did it name the note? I think it just named it African bush elephant, right? Yeah, let's open up a new note and paste that in. Looks pretty good. This, of course, is not a real image. It's giving you example.com and telling you what kind of image you should put and where. That's where it's nice. Although I do plan on in the future to add auto image generation, but that's a separate thing. So now you have the name of the elephant, it gives you an overview, a description of it, physical characteristics, its habitat, a range map, which again, that doesn't exist. Oops. And then you have the social structure, conservation status, ecological role, and take note. I'm not really sure what this final character thing is. But anyway, you can see, again, these are very general examples. You can do something much cooler, such as here's an email, and then you can have an email here. You can then attach, let's say, like email respond. Let's see, yeah, email responder, and then you can, you paste in your email here, and it'll give you a good response for that specific email. I should probably set up some sort of like more useful examples to base things off of, rather than just like typing in random things that come to mind, like this African bush elephant example. But I think you can get the point here. It really takes the template piece of SystemSculpt, right? Where you can just, go to the end of something and, open up your templates and use a template within a note. Now you can do the same thing, right? But within a back and forth chat. So that's what's really nice. And of course, I've also added this update where if your sidebar isn't opened, maybe you just have your note opened. If you click the new SystemSculpt AI chat, it's going to open it up for you. So that's really nice. Another thing is, let's say, okay, let's pop into, where's the, I think this one, right? So this is our African bush elephant note that we were just making. This little book here, if you hover over it, it'll tell you what it is. It's an open chat history file. So we can open that up, and now we have the actual chat history separated into users and AI pieces. So you can see the raw text of the chat right here. And you can update the note title here, for example. Cool, there we go. So now we have a title, African Bush Elephant Overview and Conservation Insights. Cool. And now you can see it's also updated here. And if we look at our previous chats, boom, it's updated right here as well. So all of that is updated. Now, if you want to open up a new note, you just click the little new note button and it opens up a new note for you. So yeah, I mean, this is just a quick overview of, me showing you just the chat specific things that I've just added. It's not really an extensive breakdown of how everything works. I updated this section here for Patreon members. So if you are a Patreon member, make sure that you input your license key. I'm going to be updating the templates tomorrow. A bunch of new templates are going to come into effect, and a lot of efficiency updates. The only major changes in this next update are, of course, the remade chat window, because I didn't allow too many options before. Now there are a lot of new icons and functionalities. And then the way that the API endpoints load the available models, all of them are now selected on by default. Unless you turn them off, then of course that saves in your own personal settings that, hey, I actually don't want Gemma 7b to show up in my default models. That way you don't have to waste time skipping it every time. Recorder, I added a fix there. There's still a little visual glitch that sometimes happens where you don't see like the recording outline yet, but the recording itself should now always work. There's been a few, I think like 2 or 3 people out of everyone who's using it brought up that issue. And I think I found what the problem was, so I fixed it. And yeah, that's about it. So thank you all for watching. Here are all of the current SystemSculpt supporters. You guys make it possible for me to make these, and I really do want to start up making these update videos almost on a daily basis. I don't want to get ahead of myself, but I'd love to just update, hey, what's new today, right? What am I working on? So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.